Hello everybody, it is Stella from New Hope Wellbeing and we are back with another video. I feel like I'm a little bit too close to the camera today. There we go, I think that's a little bit better. We are back with another video. I hope everybody has been enjoying their week and is looking forward to the weekend. We are back with another of our Sumerian god videos, and today we are discussing the god An, who was originally a Sumerian sky deity, and his name means sky. His first reference in writing during the early dynastic period of 2900 through to 2334 BCE, and was adopted by the Akkadians in around 2375 BCE as Anu, meaning heaven the all-powerful. Sargon the Great of Arcadia mentions Anu and Inanna in his inscriptions as legitimizing his rule or helping him in his conquests as he established the Akkadian Empire and maintained order. Anu was often represented in iconography simply by a crown or a crown on a throne, symbolizing his status as the king of all gods. An honor and responsibility later conferred upon Enlil, Marduk, son of Enki, and Asul of the Assyrians, all of whom were believed to have been elevated by Anu and blessed by him. His consort is Antu, also known as Uras, goddess of the earth, and among their many children make up the gods of the Anunnaki. Although he is not featured prominently in many myths, he is often mentioned as a background character. Initially a sky god, and one of the many younger gods born of Apsu and Tiamat, Anu gradually becomes the lord of the heavens above the sky and the god who ordered and maintained all aspects of existence, making him more remote to us here on earth. So in other words, the Sumerians saw him as God, I suppose like a high god, and not necessarily the one that they would pray to or on a daily basis as they would with some of the other gods who were much more closer to the earth. Along with Enlil and Enki, Anu formed a triad, in one version governing the heavens, earth and underworld, and in another, heaven, the sky and the earth. He was also listed among the oldest gods of the seven divine powers, which is Anu, Enki, Enlil, Inanna, Nana, Nin Hershag, and Utu Shamash. Even though he's rarely a main character in myth, when he does appear in those myths, he tends to play a very important role. Even when the role might seem minor, it is generally something that is quite important. So some of the best known myths from Mesopotamia include Gilgamesh, Enkidu and the Netherworld, and the Epic of Gilgamesh and the myth of Adapa. He is credited with creating the universe and cosmic order, and fathered the gods Enlil and Enki. He created for creating destructive entities He also fathered the destructive entities such as Sebtu and other demons. He ordered massacres when humans disturbed the gods. He's known to act as a wise, distant overseer of universal balance. He infused other gods with benevolence as he withdrew into the heavens. He controlled the divine laws and governed the universe, dispensing justice. He bestowed the kingships which helped bring stability on the earth. He guarded the human rule through unaltered decisions. He led the Anunnaki gods of the earth and the judges of the dead, associated with the divine authority and cosmic order. And he created the destructive entities like Lamatsu, Asag, and Sebetu. I don't know if I pronounced those names correctly, but let's hope. These beings served as instruments of divine power. Now, where some of the other Sumerian gods do somehow filter through to the other pantheons over time, this particular god, An, does not. He does not appear in any other pantheons. You can probably find similarities between him and some of the other gods who were known as the king of gods, but it wasn't necessarily him that came across. More like aspects of him, I guess you could say. The Akkadian pantheon adopted him as Anu. The Babylonian mythology aligned with the actually, I'm going to scrap that sentence because that does not make sense to me. The Egyptians, as I was saying earlier, the Egyptian pantheon paralleled with Ra, the sun god, but Anu was probably also linked with Osiris and some of his other aspects as well. In the Syrian pantheon, An was probably compared to Uru, the Western Semitic deity, or deity, sorry. In the Persian pantheon, he shares similar attributes with Ahura Mazda, a god of Persian creation. And in Greek mythology, the closest link to him would probably be more Uranus. His parents are Abzu and Nama, and his siblings are Ki and Gestu. Sorry, my voice has been croaky all day today. He was married to his sister Ki, as is quite common with any of the mythologies when it comes to gods. And they did have the following children: Enki, god of water; Enil, god of air; Gatumdag, goddess of fertility and healing; Ninhurshaga, goddess of earth; and Nanba Shigunu, goddess of flood, justice, grain as well. Some of the places that we have discovered where he was worshipped was in Uruk, and this is said to be his primary holy city, and was home to his main temple. Dur was another significant city of Anu, highlighting his widespread devotion. There's also been a temple found in Lagash, which was said to be built around 2144 BCE. And in there was a garden and shrine dedicated to him. In Babylon, An was honoured in a temple there, signifying his presence in the Babylonian worship. Then there's also been in the cities Nippur, Sippar, and Kish, they've found offerings to An there. There looks to be been a festival that marked the spring equinox and the renewal of cosmic harmony that was said to honour as well An's statue, playing a central role symbolising his supreme authority. So that is just a little bit about the god An. We will be back next week with some more videos, and hopefully my voice won't be as croaky as it was today. Until then, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll speak soon. Bye!